We have a name, Combustible Brains on Air. You know where to find us on YouTube, which is
Yeah, we have a name now for the second podcast, which which we had forgotten like few minutes ago. We were like, what was the name
we had
we
completely
gave
forgot.
it in the first
We had
podcast?
to look it up, but we found it, which is amazing. I think what we need to do.
So that's not a
No,
good start, but hope we don't have to change it because we
no
keep
man.
forgetting the name.
I think we also need a podcast host. You know what I mean? Like where people can go and like
Oh yeah,
host. You know what I mean? Like you should be able to go into like Pocket Cast or like iTunes and then download our podcast. The other thing we have is we've changed our equipment a little bit. So maybe people complained last time that like they could not hear me very well and like Ra, you were like pretty good. So now we're good. Now we're good.
I was on one 250 rupee mic last time. This time I'm on two 250 rupee mics because multiplier.
Multiply. That's all. Spread your risk, man. Spread your risk.
So 250 into 250.
Yeah. I mean, you should always spread your risk, right? Like with money, with
Yeah,
girls,
exactly.
like whatever. Like
So
not to be a douchebag. Anyway, like my setup here is also like pretty shit, but like I think it works. I have duct
Yeah.
tape, a box of oatmeal, and I have some crappy wire situation going on, but it works. Enough ranting. I think enough
Yeah.
ranting. I think we can get back to you know. So how's life in your part of the world?
things are good, man.
Things are good.
The cases are increasing, but staying at home and things are same, I would say, for the past like 15, 20, maybe even a month now.
I think that's what really gets people,
Yeah.
right? Like things are the same. Like every day is the same. You like people have stopped calling each other now because like I mean, there is nothing new to know. But like there is always
Yeah.
more.
But I
It's
think it's good. I mean, it could be worse. That's how I always
It could
think
be
about
worse.
it. It could be a lot
We could be
worse.
dead, so we are not dead, which is good.
Yeah, pretty
So-
much. Yeah. So
Man,
I
this
think the
governor
bar
of
is
New
like,
York.
if you're not dead, you're good.
Yeah, exactly. If you're alive, you're good, right? That's pretty good. And I think most people have like some expectation that they will get the coronavirus at some point now. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Maybe we already have gotten it and don't even know about it.
yeah, who knows?
I hope it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope we have like already recovered from it and then it just doesn't matter anymore.
That would be ideal, but like there is no way to know. Like nobody's going to test you for that. So
Yeah.
that's life. Have you been like working out and shit?
Yeah, I have. So basic stuff at home
Nice, man.
mostly. So usually just body weight exercises and all.
Yeah.
Maybe some handstand push-ups to go with it.
Oh, what's
So basically
what's
what
handstand push-ups? I have no idea what that is.
So basically handstand push-ups is it works your entire back and delts and all of that. So you're literally upside down.
Okay.
Your feet are against the wall
Okay.
and
Oh, I see.
and you
Holy
do
shit,
push-ups.
nice.
You
Oh,
crank push-ups.
dude,
Yeah.
that's fucking awesome.
So
Man. But is your head
yeah,
on the
it's
floor or do you
fantastic.
put it on like a cushion or something?
No. You don't. It doesn't even touch, right? It's
Oh,
like
I see.
push-ups, like where your chest doesn't touch the ground when you're
Okay, I
doing
see.
regular push-ups. Similarly, your head doesn't touch the ground when you're doing
I see.
handstand
I
push-ups.
see. Oh, dude,
But
that's
it's
awesome.
fantastic, man. It's fantastic. Like it's one of those what I call super exercises. So it's like you do a few of these exercises, like say push-ups, for example. It's
Yeah.
a hugely compound exercise, right?
Yeah.
That like works so many parts of your body.
Yeah.
I would say this is something like that.
Like
Something similar. So
that's awesome.
your
man.
entire upper body is like worked out even just with say 30-40 reps of this handstand push-ups. It's crazy.
That's awesome, man. I'm a big fan of burpees as an overall exercise because it's like the most
Yeah,
compound
it
exercise. that you
burns
can do.
like crazy. Yeah.
Dude, it hurts. There is this guy, man, Jocko Willink. I'm a big fan of that guy. And on 420, so 420, like 20th of April 2020.
Mhm.
So he posted a thing on his Instagram where he did 420 burpees. 420
Holy shit.
burpees, man. And then
Holy shit.
people followed up by doing 420 burpees. And there were like, it was insane.
Oh,
It took people
damn.
like 30 minutes to do 420 burpees, which is, I mean, let's
Crazy.
give it to them. It's
Dude.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude, it's doing even 50 burpees takes like shit ton out of you.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
doing 420 burpees and that too in just 30 minutes, that is crazy,
It's
man.
crazy. And like Jocko had this Jocko Willink, yeah, see this guy, he's fucking awesome, man. And he's like, stop watching, do burpees. This looks like an old post from 2017, but it was the same thing. And
doing burpees since 2017.
dude, this guy, I'm sure he's been doing like burpees since he was like like a kid, because he's
In his diapers.
dude, this guy is jacked at 55. That is amazing. And this
Oh, really?
yeah, he's jacked at 55, which is amazing. I mean,
Jacked AF.
and he wakes up every day. He posts a picture of his watch every day, every morning. Every morning you wake up and every day it says 4:21 a.m. and it's this shitty time.
Post the same pic, is it?
Same picture every day. And then there is always like kettlebells or like a pull-up bar or like a rowing machine. Like, he's doing.
We should do that on our profile, man.
Dude,
We should start doing this shit.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to keep up with him, but I cannot wake up at 4:20. It's too early, man.
Yeah, it's too much, man.
too
It's too
much.
much. What time does he sleep and all though?
He sleeps at like 11. So I looked like he
Oh,
only
is
sleeps
it?
5 hours. So I was looking into like, how can somebody, because I cannot function under 6 hours of sleep. I just can't do it.
Oh, dude. You can't do it more than like 3 days, like
No,
2-3 days. After like few days you can go with very less sleep, but then after a while it catches up to you.
No, man. And I just
and
like,
then you
I
have
collapse.
to sleep then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, I get enough sleep just the way I am. But then I also
Same here,
try to
man.
work.
7.5 hours to 8 hours at least.
Exactly. 8 hours of sleep is perfect for me. Like, I sleep 8 hours, not a minute more. But like, it's really like, I enjoy
Nice.
sleeping 8 hours, especially in a nice cool room. It's amazing. And then
Exactly, man. There was this book I was reading, like that. You must be knowing that book, obviously. 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma.
no, I have no idea.
You've heard about it?
No.
So basically, what he is suggesting, like the name suggests of the book, he's saying that there's like tons and tons of benefits of actually getting up at 5 a.m. and before like the world gets up, and
Yeah.
you do like a set of tasks in the morning. You keep your phone away for the first hour and a half
Yeah.
or whatever, and you get a lot of shit done. Okay,
Yeah.
but then I actually tried following that,
Yeah.
and time and again. So basically, coding or anything, I like to do it in the evening, or
Yeah.
anything basically later in the evening.
Yeah.
And then if you don't get enough sleep, like if you don't get like 7.5 or 8 hours of sleep, and then you get up at 5, then it kind of negates the benefits of getting up at 5.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
instead,
for sure.
what I've done is the things like the routines or the things that he mentioned to do at 5 a.m. I do that whenever I get up. So say I get up at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I've kept all my distraction apps locked. Like there's that feature called screen time or something, right, for
Yeah.
iPhones.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
I've set that up. I've set that up so that all of these apps get activated only at 9 a.m. So before 9 a.m. So
Oh,
that's a
nice.
long time, right? So I wake up at whatever, maybe 8 sometimes, maybe 7, maybe 6:30.
Yeah.
So until 9, I don't touch my phone.
Yeah,
It's like
that's awesome.
nothing.
Man. That's the way to go.
Nothing at all.
I mean, if you're waking up
I
in the
read,
morning,
I do anything else, like
Yeah.
anything else, like exercise, read,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
whatever, but not, it doesn't matter. But none of that, like social media, this, that, nothing, no WhatsApp, nothing. So
No,
I
that's a
think
good
that
idea.
works out, right? It's one and the same. I mean, you get up at 5 or you get up at 7. It's
No, that's
you
awesome.
still are following a good routine that keeps you, centered and like meditate and all of that. So
That's a good tip. I use it the same way, but like I think I use the same screen time app, but I have like time restrictions on my apps. So like I have set Instagram to 1 hour every day. It's actually a long time,
yeah.
which is pretty good. So 1 hour is long enough.
So-
like it's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time. But
So I've also done that, but for Instagram, for example, I've kept it only 10 minutes because my my personal account Instagram is on my other phone,
oh, I see.
on
Nice.
which I've kept it like 1 hour or something.
Yeah.
But this is like more like this channel's Instagram. So I'm like, if I'm posting something like, say for example this podcast, I'll put it there, but then I don't need more than like 5-10
No, you
minutes.
just like post and
And
get out.
WhatsApp, yeah, exactly. And WhatsApp is like 1 hour, which completely goes for a toss when I have a video call with someone.
Oh,
and
I
then,
see. Yeah,
And then it ends up blocking me, and people are like, "Why the hell did you just cut our call?" I'm like, "Dude," and I can't even reply to them that my WhatsApp has just blocked
Oh,
me.
you just-
Sorry, my iPhone. So it's like the next day at 9 a.m. I reply to them. I'm like, "Hey, I'm sorry."
Man, I hate WhatsApp. I don't know what it is. I have these family groups that are just like spammy groups.
Oh, dude,
I hate them.
so
man.
irritating, man.
I hate
So
those groups.
irritating.
And in general, I just hate group chat. It's like everybody's posting spam on it. Nobody really knows what's
It's
going on.
more spam than it's good, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So I keep that shit on mute. Like my WhatsApp is on mute. So like I don't.
Yeah, my entire WhatsApp doesn't have notifications actually.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even just on mute. My WhatsApp doesn't have. So I have to go inside that app and only then I can see messages. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, no, that's the way to go. Dude, what the hell is this on the screen? The Kim Jong-un dead. I just realized like there is something on the screen that I should click. That's the
Oh, is it?
the leader of North Korea.
Yeah, the
Holy
North
shit,
Korea.
dude,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
died, man. I had no idea. Is he dead or is he like just making?
Are you shitting me?
Is
No,
he? I had no
I
idea.
don't think
no,
so.
This is you and me. Oh, this.
No. I
Okay,
don't think he must be dead, man. I don't.
He's probably hiding, man. That like these fucking assholes, these dictators. They're like
Yeah.
people are already posting.
Look
memes.
at that meme.
Yeah.
Look at that Obama meme.
Is he really dead? Who knows? I don't. Dude, something just. I think my Siri or something. Anyway,
Are you serious?
I don't know why my
Wait,
Siri.
let me
started.
also do the search.
Is there something else I can help with?
Siri, shut up.
Yeah, Siri wants to be a part of the podcast too.
Yeah. So I told Siri to shut up. I have no idea if
At
he's
least,
dead.
at least it was an Indian accent. Have you
No.
heard the Indian accent of Siri?
No. Is
It's-
she still called Siri or what is
Hideous.
it?
It is Siri, but it's like, so what they do is it's like overly Indianized accent,
Oh.
and then say, for example, you have to say Karve Road, okay?
Okay.
So if it's like a American accent or a British accent, she says like Carve Road, right? Something like that. But in Indian accent,
Yeah.
she doesn't translate that part. Okay, so she still ends up saying Carve Road. I'm like, dude. So now it just sounds even worse because you are talking in an Indian accent and then you expect the pronunciations to be correct, and then she's like Carve Road. I'm like, what is Carve Road?
Also, people don't realize like there is no such thing as an Indian accent. There's like 27 different languages in India and everybody has an accent. People just don't realize it. I think like most people go with like Indian accent is like South Indian accent because those are the people that like.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
that
That's.
get-
I think that's American stereotype, right?
I think it's
like
a
they're
stereo-
like,
yeah, I mean-
that bobblehead thing that they always do
Yeah,
in
I mean-
these like comedy
Yeah,
sketches
yeah.
and all of
No,
that.
nobody does that in like.
What is that shit that
Nobody
you're
does
playing
that.
right now?
I have no idea. It's just memes, man. I love memes. Dude,
Yeah, I love
this
memes.
meme is so good.
What is this, man?
It's amazing. Dude, this
So
is
random, man.
these memes are amazing. Look at this Kim Jong-un's sister looking at the rest of the world right now. Oh my god. I did not plan
Holy
for this.
shit.
Actually, we had no plan for this podcast anyway.
Yeah,
so-
we had no plan for this.
But this is news. So maybe this is a news podcast now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dude, this guy isn't dead, I think. Wikipedia is not updated at least.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's confirmed death. It says China sends team, including medical experts, to North Korea to advise on Kim Jong-un amid conflicting reports about his health, which probably means he's not dead. But who knows? Guess we'll know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, if Kim Jong-un dies, you know, right? Like, he was God to North Korea. Like, they have no internet, they have no freedom of speech. Basically, they're completely cut off from the
Yeah.
world. It's a crazy human experiment. And like,
It's I think worse than China, right? Way
Dude,
worse than China.
it's-
Like
it's-
dictatorship.
It's not even close.
But way worse.
It's not even close. Like North Korea is like it's like living on a different planet. So they think like the Americans are like trying to invade their country. Nobody's trying to invade their country. And the other thing is, it is insane. They actually think that their leader is God. Like I'm not kidding. Like they actually think he is God. So if he dies, people will actually like commit suicide or they think like God is dead. I mean, just think about it. As
Holy
a
shit.
social experiment, if you are a kid and you are brought up in this
Crazy,
environment
man.
where everybody sold on this like idea that like our leader is God and like we pray to him. They actually pray to him. It is insane.
Dude, he's not even that old, man. I don't get how in his lifetime, like he's not even someone who's like a, guru, like old, like white hair, all of that.
No.
I have no idea how this young dude just managed to put that idea in people's minds that he's God. Like how? I
That's
mean,
how dictators work, man. I mean, the one.
no, but that is just gun, right? If you point a gun and you make them do shit, but you cannot make them like think that you are a god, right?
No, that's the
People
thing.
will still.
No, you can. That's the crazy part. Because if you're born, right, and like from the time you're born, somebody's telling you like this guy is God, or like this is the God family.
Yeah,
you
in
start
all
to-
textbooks
yeah,
and everywhere.
So you believe whatever you're told. So if you believe that we live on Earth which is a scientific fact. But like if you believe that, like then it is belief, right? Like let's say like every single government in the world has conspired to actually like convince you that Earth is real. Like you haven't gone to space, you haven't checked for yourself, you actually don't know. So you're believing all
True.
these sources, right? So is this
After all, yes.
yeah, exactly.
There is a baseline, right? There's a social baseline that we all follow. Like
Yeah. Exactly.
that's what everyone talks about. That's what everyone believes.
Yeah. So this guy is God, and now God is dead. I think that's how the North Koreans will take it. Which is
Look
which
at
is
that meme.
this is amazing. His doctor is probably going to be like hung by the end of the day. Like, oh man, I have no idea what this is.
This is not what we had planned for this podcast.
This was not planned. Look at this one.
Not at all.
Oh man, we have Kim Jong Un memes on play now. So, oh man, I can look at memes all day long. My God.
I'm seeing a Wikipedia page, like Putin and Kim Jong Un shaking hands. This is such a hilarious photo.
What a huge distraction. Back to like huge distraction, but back to our workouts topic. Oh man, this
Yeah.
meme is out.
that was
So good.
that was such a bad transition.
Oh,
It's
man,
like
we went
coming
from
back to the workouts.
So I just went back to memes, but I have to go back to workouts.
Yeah.
Because I just realized like I have not worked out today, but I'm a big fan of this thing called Deck of Pain. I think I tagged you on one of these things, right?
Oh yes.
Dude,
I've not tried it yet actually.
Dude, that shit is legit. Like it fucks you up, man. Like if you
How does it work exactly? You
So-
had explained.
so
just
maybe-
for the people listening to this.
We'll just Google it, man. Deck of Pain. So Deck of Pain is prison workout routine. So it's basically you take a deck of cards, you shuffle it, and then you assign one exercise to every suit. So let's say like hearts
Correct.
become pull-ups, whatever, right? So you I
Yep.
split it as like upper and lower body. So there's like a pull-up, push-up, and then there's like a squat or like something like that, a burpee squat, something like
Pull, push, squats, and some core maybe.
yeah, exactly. Like whatever you want. And then you basically draw cards until the deck is empty. That's it. Takes
So
about
52 basically reps.
52 reps. Well, 52, not 52 reps. So if you draw like 5 of hearts, then you're doing 5 push-ups or whatever it may be.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then if you draw 7 of spades.
Sorry, I meant 52. I meant 52 sets.
52
but
sets.
yeah, reps. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was actually gonna ask you about the reps.
Yeah. So
And then the jack is what 11 reps or something.
11. So
that?
yeah. So you assign 11, 12, 13, whatever you want.
Okay.
You can do extra, right?
Any.
So
So you're screwed anyway. So you can assign it to anything.
yeah, exactly. It's awesome, man. It takes only 30 minutes and like gives you a full body workout. It feels fucking amazing. It feels like a game because you're like drawing cards. And I put a video on my Instagram. I made it like an artsy video to hide all my sweat. So,
Oh yeah, you had gotten some black and white effect or something, right?
Yeah.
That's the one you're talking
that's
about.
the one. And like I think I posted it again. But I've been doing that one. It's really good shit. I think I'm going to do that today. So
Nice.
looking forward to that.
I'll try that tomorrow. I'll tag you on it. I'll try that tomorrow for sure.
Good shit, man. Are you still doing that minimum thresholds thing that we talked about like 2-3 weeks ago?
So minimum thresholds for the habits, right?
Yeah. Maybe you should tell
Yeah,
people what we are talking about first.
Yeah. So basically, the book Atomic Habits that we mentioned last time. So that has an amazing concept. I think I explained that last time, right? The minimum threshold thing.
I don't think so. Let's just give the people what they want.
So basically the thought is, if your habit, say you're trying to get exercise habit down, so instead of actually saying that you'll exercise for 30 minutes, like that being your habit, instead of that, just make say you have to leave your house and go to the gym for that. So the habit is leaving the house.
Exactly.
And like sitting in the car, that's it. So that's your habit for gym. So the thing is, your human brain, it actually has way more resistance to not do the act of going to gym after you have actually gone down already, changed, gone down, sat in the car, turned it on, and then after that, if you have to go back home, that actually takes way more efforts to your brain than to actually just go ahead and go to the gym and get it done.
That's
So
the beauty
that
of it,
concept is fantastic, man. I mean, so I have done like what 10 push-ups is my current exercise
Nice.
thing, for example. Or maybe if say there's something of YouTube, I've given myself 10 minutes every day. I have to do anything of YouTube. Like I can maybe think of a script, or maybe think of this podcast, or maybe do editing, whatever. Like that's a tick for that basically. Or meditate.
Yeah.
I've put that as one more habit because it somehow doesn't stick for me.
Yeah.
So for that also I've done it like 5 minutes every day, 5 minutes, no thoughts, whatever. That's it.
So I think,
And that's a pretty low bar, right?
dude, that's still a pretty high bar. Like 5 minutes is a high bar. I start with 2 minutes. So I have like 2 minutes, 2 push-ups. And like the moment I do 2 push-ups, I'm going to probably do the deck of pain. So it's like, like if I, because your brain,
From 2 push-ups all the way to deck of pain.
your brain is just wired to keep going. So you do like 2 minutes
But
meditate.
that is something. So we had actually spoken about this, right? So you had told me that 2 push-ups, for example, thing. But then I tried doing that 2 push-ups, like after we had spoken about this few weeks ago. And somehow after 2 push-ups, I was just not enough pumped to, like you get what I'm saying, right? The resistance thing that I'm talking about.
I see.
So I've not gone past that initial threshold of like once I do say 20 push-ups.
Okay,
Then
I
I'm
see.
like, I've started getting slight amount of, not pump properly, but at least some feel of it. And
Okay,
then
I see.
I don't feel like quitting. But if I just do 2, I'm like, okay, like done. I mean, I'm just gonna sleep now or whatever. Like, and this we are talking about when you don't feel like doing it, right? If you anyway feel like doing it,
then
you
you're good
will.
to go.
Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, then you are anyway good to go. So this habit thing we are talking about is when you don't feel like doing shit, and then you have to still like make the habit stick. So for me, just 2 push-ups was like too less of a threshold.
It works for me as long as I sort of like, I'm going to pull up like Atomic Habits on screen so people know. This guy's awesome, by the way, James Clear. All his like YouTube talk is awesome. His blog is awesome.
It's fantastic.
And like he's into like similar kind of stuff that we're into, like strength training. Like he likes fighting. Like he's just your like your typical guy. He wrote a book, very practical advice, very like really good stuff. Looks like it's looks like his website has a like Atomic Habits as its like main thing. Anyway, like this guy,
it's pretty cool looking website too.
Yeah, it's really nice, man. And he's applied it to like everything, and it works. The other thing that he really talks about, which I really like in this book, is the environment. So I think we were talking about this like there was one sentence, I forget exactly what he said, but something along the lines of nobody can ever stick to a positive habit in a negative environment, something along those lines. And that like really stuck with me. So if you have a negative environment, let's say where you have had like bad experiences, it's very hard to be positive in that environment. So get out, just
Correct.
like leave your house, like
Exactly.
go outside for a run.
Change your environment.
Change your
maybe,
environment is huge. Like even if you like just rearrange your couch, your brain like reorganizes itself to like, to its new reality. Works for me. So I have this, like this space in my apartment where I only work out. Like I know like when I'm there, I work out. So like the moment I'm there, like my brain is already going into this, this loop where I'm like, yo, let's work out.
You're already wired there. Like you are there, that means you have to work out now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
And I think it's really good, man, because for me, especially meditation, like I like working out, like you like working out. So that's not, those are not.
Yeah,
big
that's
deal
not.
habits.
Yeah, those won't help. Like Atomic Habits won't help us in those places.
Yeah, I mean, we already
since we do actually like working out. Yeah.
Exactly. But like stuff like meditation, like you said, never
Oh
sticks for
man,
me.
it
Like,
never sticks, man. Never sticks.
Never sticks. But
Like I know it's something I have to do. Like I know the benefits of it, but somehow
yeah.
just doesn't stick.
So this Atomic Habits has really like, I've been meditating for like the last 45 days consistently. So I have like a streak.
Whoa.
Yeah. So 45
Nice.
minutes, 2 minutes every day, but like 45 days, pretty good.
Fantastic, man.
And then the other thing is cold showers. I really read about like the benefits of cold showers. So I'm trying this thing for 30 days where you have like cold showers.
Oh yeah, there was this guy I used to follow on YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, I used to like his videos. I forgot the name. I while we are talking right now, if I find him, I'll tell you.
So
But he basically had all of these things like
nice, man.
cold showers and
Dude, the best thing about cold showers, I mean, some people say like, it improves like your muscle health and like improves your testosterone levels, all this stuff. But like, I mean, who knows? But like, the main thing for me is like mood improvement. I feel incredibly pumped and to like do shit after I have a cold shower as opposed to a hot shower. After a hot shower,
And
like
this is early in the morning?
early in the morning or evening, doesn't really matter. But it's,
Okay.
I work out and then I hit a cold shower. It's just good for recovery. In general, it's just so much.
Yeah.
I feel awesome. It's like, it's very hard to quantify.
Nice.
So you have
And this cold, when you mean cold, it's like proper cold, right?
Ice cold.
Not
Ice
like
cold. No.
mixed nothing.
no,
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
ice cold water. So
Okay.
I usually start with like a little warm water and then I like drop it down. So
Yeah, transition.
yeah,
Correct.
exactly. So and then you get a cold shower. You have like a nice cappuccino, like a nice espresso after. Man, you're pumped.
Nice.
Like your day is like
Life's good.
you're
Yeah.
ready, man. Because like I'm in a meeting early morning, right? Like 8 a.m. If I've already had a cold shower and a cappuccino before that, I am ready to go, man. I'm ready to get some shit done. As opposed to like other people on the meeting, you can tell that they're just waking up. It's
Yeah, drowsy and they're not
drowsy.
like in the...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're not alive yet.
That kind of reminds me of those toothpaste commercials in India. Some Colgate Taza or some shit
Oh,
like that.
dude. Fuck, man. Who knows what shit they put in those toothpaste, man? Like, it's like some little amount of cocaine, like to wake
It
you
pretty
up.
much must be that, yeah.
That's good shit, man. It's the weekend. I'm planning to watch some. I'm watching the series on Netflix called Fauda, and it's this. It's awesome. It's
Open
this,
that up in the browser.
Can
Let
we-
me check the poster.
Can we check? Can we show copyrighted content? Oh, I've not signed in. But maybe
I guess so. Like, don't just show the Wikipedia page or some image or something.
yeah,
it
this
doesn't matter,
this
right?
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
We're not
2015
playing music.
series. Man, this
Oh,
is
it's old.
dude. Look
Okay.
at this, 100% Rotten Tomatoes. It was.
Holy shit.
It's on Netflix.
That doesn't happen usually, right?
No.
Rotten Tomatoes are pretty stringent reviews.
Yeah.
Nice.
And this is awesome. I don't know
What's
why
it
it says
about?
2015. It says aired April 16th, 2020, or maybe just the new season is out. But it's basically this Israel-Palestine conflict, and they have like
Oh,
spies
okay.
and shit. It's awesome. It's in Hebrew and it's in
What's the meaning of Fauda?
I think Fauda means chaos. Because
Okay.
I initially thought it's some Hindi series because Fauda has
Yeah,
It
Fauda,
feels
exactly. When you
right,
said
like-
Fauda, and especially brown people on the cover, it definitely looked like an Indian series. So.
yeah, exactly. And
Oh yeah,
this,
the Wikipedia thing says chaos. Yeah.
and this dude like looks like an older version of me. This guy.
Oh, this is the one you had like put a story about, right? You
yeah,
were
I
like,
was
this
like-
is me a few years down the line.
Yeah, I was trolling people about it. Like, look at this. Like, if I become this guy,
Yeah, he does look like you.
he look right. Like he looks
Rather,
like
you do look like him. Yeah.
exactly. So he's like a,
It just looks slightly fatter.
yeah, exactly. He's fatter and older. So which might
Yeah.
happen at my current rate. Like if I'm in quarantine for like another 3 years, I might look like this. So, it's, there is another guy on this podcast. He looks like another friend of mine. Actually, he's the head of like Hamas. So I haven't told him yet. Because at least this guy, he's like on the good guy side. So I don't mind identifying with him. But like, I don't think anybody wants to be associated with being like the head of Hamas. But yeah, so I will tell him like in private after this ends. But dude,
Yeah,
you
if
you
he's
have
watching,
to watch this, man.
if he's watching, he knows who he is.
Oh, in fact, we have him. We will have him on the podcast soon. So.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Next
We'll-
podcast, he's coming
next
on.
yeah, we'll have him on the next podcast. We are going to talk about like death metal and like whatever crazy shit. But like
Yeah.
we'll have him on the podcast soon. So maybe we should bring it up then. Just let's not tell him. Hopefully he doesn't listen to this. And then when he's on,
Yeah, just
I'm going to break it.
just open the pic in which he looks familiar, like similar, the guy.
I
so that
forget
we
the
can
name
just-
of-
yeah.
Let's do cast. Oh, head of Hamas. Yeah, this. Oh, that's not true, man. That's not true. So this is not the head of Hamas. So like,
Okay.
let's not go into spoilers. You know what I mean?
You find the image next time and just open it up. Just
Yeah.
casually. I mean, not saying
Yeah.
anything. Just Open it up.
But dude, with his beard, he looks exactly like that, like an older version of that, like my friend. Anyway, we'll bring this up. So I'm watching this.
So weird. So weird.
Dude, and there is one more series that everybody's watching now. Not series. I think it's a movie. It's called Extraction. This is based in India, and like there is.
Is it that Thor guy?
Yeah, it's that Thor guy, who
Yeah,
apparently
I'd
like
seen the trailer. It looked badass, man. The
it
trailer
looked
looked really
badass,
nice.
but I don't know, man.
It's a movie. I thought it was a series.
No, it's a
I
movie.
thought it was a series.
But look at this.
Okay.
The ratings are pretty shit. Like, I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's
7 or
okay.
10, 63%.
That's okay, man. I mean, if you like it, you like it, right? It doesn't matter if the Rotten Tomato ratings are shit.
Yeah. And like Thor.
But the trailer looked good, but maybe yeah. For Thor.
For Thor, yeah. I'm a
Son
fan.
of Odin.
I'm a fan of Thor, man. Look at this. Look
Yeah.
at Google, man. I searched Extraction and it shows me dental. Fucking Google.
Are you signed in? No, you're in
No.
incognito, right?
Yeah. I'm not signed in.
Yeah.
So it's still showing me.
It's
Also,
it's like coming back to haunt. Like,
dude, this
dental.
fucked us over. I was on DuckDuckGo and I used
Yeah.
the Google Chrome bar, which used then Google search.
Oh, why haven't you put DuckDuckGo there?
Yeah.
My default, basically I don't use Chrome, I use Firefox, but my default search bar is always DuckDuckGo. It's
Yeah,
not
no,
Google.
I use Safari, so maybe I should.
I'll tell you about bangs next time. There's a feature called bangs for DuckDuckGo. We'll
What is
talk
it?
about it in the next
Bangs?
podcast.
What is it called?
Yeah,
Banks?
bangs. Yeah, it's hilarious, but it's epic
Oh
actually.
man,
So
this brings up like girls with bangs. I didn't realize that.
don't. We'll talk about this.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I guess we should end the podcast.
Yeah, that's all.
30
So we have Kim Jong Un,
Yeah.
bangs, and like
Yeah.
prisoner workout. Great.
And the book.
And the book. Yeah. almost
Yeah,
forgot.
Atomic Habits. Read
And
it.
Read it.
I haven't yet, but I've bought it, so I'll read it soon.
Bitch, you're telling like other people to read it and you haven't read it.
Dude,
the
I've never said that I've read it.
Okay, cool. Read the book. Buy
But
the
the
book.
concept was epic, so yeah.
It is epic. And there is more stuff
It's
that
epic,
like
man.
we did not get into, but buy the book. Shout out to James Clear.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
awesome guy.
And
Awesome
deck of pain.
Awesome.
I'm gonna try that
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Do it. Try it. Let me know.
Yes.
Good shit. So let's
All
end
right.
this podcast.
Good
let's
shit,
end
man.
this episode. And that's
Yep.
the end
Second
of
episode
episode
ends.
2, man. Cool.